I finished high school in 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic, and there was no graduation ceremony, no proper goodbye to classmates. Just one day we were in school, and the next we were not. And it was strange. Everyone was talking about how different the world would be from now on, and I guess in some ways they were right, because life didn't go back to normal. Not really, it just kept moving. And I remember back then I had my whole life planned out. I was going to move out, study to get my degree, and in a few years I'd be joining the workforce and getting the dream job that I always wanted, living the life. But it's been 5 years now, and I'm still here, still studying, and still chasing that dream. And honestly, I feel like I should have it all figured out by now. Sometimes I think about the 18-year-old version of me, the way he would look at where I am now. Would he be disappointed? Would he think I messed everything up? And it's hard not to think about it. I used to look back at the plan I made and feel so embarrassed. Because what's wrong with me? Why hasn't this worked out the way I thought it would? And all those timelines and milestones I set for myself, now they're useless. The truth is, though, life didn't care about my perfect schedule. Life is unpredictable. There were so many nights when I would lie in my bed, phone screen glowing in the dark, like scrolling through TikTok and Instagram or on YouTube, and wonder if I'd already failed, if maybe I had missed my chance. I would scroll through other people's lives, the jobs they have, the trips they take, the way they seem so sure of everything, and that really hurt. I felt smaller and smaller. It really affected me. But here's what I'm slowly starting to understand. You don't actually have to have it all figured out in your early 20s, or even in your 30s, or ever really. I'm not saying you should just goof around, do nothing, and not know what you want to do, but you shouldn't stress yourself trying to follow a perfect schedule, a perfect plan that in the end it's not gonna work out the way you think it is. Because like I said, life is unpredictable. Because when I think about it, most of the people I admire, they didn't follow some perfect script, honestly. They started, they stopped, they changed their minds, they took detours they didn't plan for, and some of them didn't even find their thing until way later. I'm learning to let go of this idea that there's one right way to build a life, and these days I try to replace the question of am I on track with what actually matters to me right now. And sometimes that answer is simple, like getting more sleep, finally making a proper meal, starting without my phone next to me. And other times it's harder, it's not so easy. It means admitting that something I've been chasing for years might not actually make me happy. It is scary to think about, but I do know that forcing myself into an outdated plan only made me anxious. And letting go of it, as scary as it is, makes room for things I couldn't have predicted. And hopefully I will find what I'm looking for. It's not that I have stopped caring. I still want to get my degree. I still kinda want that future I imagine. But I'm starting to see that the path there might not look like I thought it would. And if you're in the same place, wondering if you've fallen behind, you have not. You're just on a different route. And it doesn't make you less capable, less worthy, or less likely to get somewhere you want to be. No one really knows where they're going. Some people are just better at pretending they do. So let go of that timeline. Throw out the map if it's not taking you anywhere you actually want to go. Learn how to handle the detours. Learn how to handle the changes, because the most interesting and authentic version of you isn't found in some perfect plan, but it's found in the courage it takes to embrace the mess and to figure things out. So if this video resonated with you, please subscribe and leave a like, and thanks for watching.